moments where it's not that good in terms of weather
que Moçambique teve,
that Mozambique had
ciclones,
during the storms and cyclones,
cheias,
floods,
inundações,
inundations,
incluindo terrorismo,
including terrorism,
COVID-19. O povo moçambicano manteve-se firme,
the Mozambican people stand firm,
mantendo o Partido Libertador no poder.
keeping the liberating party in power.
Welcome, everybody. Wherever you're watching me, I really feel cool because you watch my videos. Let me talk about what's happening. There was the president of Mozambique having an bilateral meeting with the president of Malawi. They were discussing good things about the two nations. Now, the president of Mozambique began speaking, but actually, Malawi being a host country, the president of Malawi started speaking. Then the one who spoke finally was the president of Mozambique. And he started speaking by saying, people of Mozambique chose the liberating power for continuity. They've chosen the liberating power to continue ruling the nation. But we know in Mozambique, people didn't like the current leadership. They wanted another person. I've just forgotten his name. That guy was popular in Mozambique and people wanted him to be the president. But the government of Mozambique didn't choose him. You know, in Africa, elections are always tampered with. If we are voting for a certain political party, our votes will be tampered. We don't get the best. We don't get what we are supposed to get. This happens in Africa, and it's happening. No wonder we've got leaders in Africa who are not performing because they have chosen themselves to rule people. People chose another leader, but because of the election management in Africa is not good, somebody comes in who is not supposed to be the leader. That's why another guy in Burkina Faso saw that there was a leader who was corrupt because he came into power through corruption. So the leader continued to practice corruption. People were getting poor. Said, enough is enough with this leadership. Let's give people another leadership. So this guy took over the power by military force. And today he is the president of Burkina Faso. Everybody's talking about him in Africa. Everybody's talking about him in the world. He's a good leader. We need leaders like him in Africa. Maybe some of you don't know who I'm talking about. I'm talking about Ibrahim Traoré. He's the president of Burkina Faso. He's the man we are always talking about now. Because of the good things he's doing for his country. He's doing good things for his country. Burkina Faso is developing. Burkina Faso is getting rich. People are building Burkina Faso. He's taking control of the minerals. He's taking control of the resources. He's taking control of everything. In Africa, though we have got leaders, but these leaders are not leaders for themselves. There's somebody who always tells them what to do. There's certain power that tells our leaders how to do things. That's why they don't do great things. That's why they're failing every day. That's why we're poor in Africa. Because of the type of leaders we have. You find a leader who is African, but he's listening to an European president. He's saying, sir, what can I do? I want to help my people, sir. You are a president of Africa. You are calling a certain president in Europe, sir. You're not a leader enough to lead the people. Because you've got a nation to rule. If you're a leader in Africa, it's the same as you're a leader in America. We can build Africa together. We can change the way We've been doing our things in Africa. We can build a continent we want in Africa. Africa can become prosperous. Let's have leaders who know their job, who can do the best. Not leaders who are looking only for money, who are looking only for the stomach. There must be food in the stomach. We don't need this type of leaders. We need leaders like Ibrahim Traoré in Africa. Every African leader be like Traoré. Change Africa. Change Malawi. Change Kenya. Change Tanzania. Change Zambia. Change Botswana. Change the whole Africa. Stop being a fool. Because you want to impress a colonial master. Stop being a fool. Lead to help the people out of poverty. Lead to lead people out of poverty. Lead to lead people out of begging. We beg too much in Africa. We can't do things on our own. Education is supported by the European Union, the British government, American government. In Africa, how can we teach our children things we want them to be taught if we are not supporting education by ourselves? If we wait for a leader from Europe to help us with education, we're not building our laws. Somebody's building our laws. Mother Angel is building Africa. And all other companies that are here in Africa. But they've got no interests of African people at heart. They want to do the interests of their countries. They come to invest in Africa to take our materials, go back to their countries. That's what they do. This is not good. We can do better. Thank you for watching this video. I would like to ask you to subscribe my channel, like my video, and do not forget to click the button. You've been with me, Hanek on Hanek TV. Thank you. Bye.